The day before, Carl Robinson gathered his team together and impressed on them the table stakes for this one game. True, he didn't mention the 2017 Vancouver Whitecaps would forever be remembered as supreme choke artists had they lost to the San Jose Earthquakes in their single elimination game. Nor did he say his own reputation was on the line in the match. Instead, the Caps head coach chose to focus on the more positive aspects of a victory while singing the praises of his troops, finishing his stirring oratory with these immortal words: "Let's make history at home." Now, we can argue if one playoff win qualifies as history. But this much is certain. Following their 50 win over the Quakes, the Whitecaps have a chance to write a little more of whatever it is. We didn't take care of business 2 weeks ago against a very good San Jose team and it came back to bite us on the backside, Robinson said, referring to the 11 draw 10 days ago which cost the Caps first place in the West. I made the guys aware. I said, let's not let this one slip. And we didn't today. We did what we should have done 2 weeks ago. We were so determined to get our first playoff win. Did we do it in style? Yeah, we probably did, which makes it all the more special. Vancouver Whitecaps Fredy Montero, right, uses his head to score a goal against San Jose Earthquakes goalkeeper Andrew Tarbell, third right, during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dike. The Canadian Press Wednesday night, Robinson's squad recorded the first MLS playoff victory in franchise annals, bouncing the Earthquakes 50 behind a 4-goal blitz in the second half, some standout goalkeeping from Stefan Marinovic and a complete team game. They now advance to the Western Conference semifinals where they meet their arch-nemesis, the Seattle Sounders, in a home-and-home total goal series which begins Sunday in Vancouver and concludes Thursday, November 2nd in Seattle. For all the angst generated by their final 2 performances of the regular season, a loss on the road to Portland on Sunday and the draw with San Jose at home 10 days ago, the Whitecaps are now where everyone figured they'd be. The only wrinkle is they had to play one extra game to arrive at their destination, but, who knows, that might be part of a memorable run for this team, a postseason which, as you know, becomes history. I'm delighted for everyone involved with the football club and everyone in the city because we needed a little bit of success and we got a little bit of success, said Robinson. But that's all it is. It sets us up nicely for a 12-legged playoff game against our rivals up the road. If we're going to go further, we have to beat the defending MLS champs. San Jose Earthquakes Aníbal Godoy, top, and Vancouver Whitecaps Ali Ghazal vie for the ball during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dike. The Canadian Press against the 6th-place team from NorCal, the Whitecaps flexed some of their regular season muscle after a tentative opening 25 minutes. Fredy Montero opened the scoring in the 33rd minute off a set piece, converting Kendall Waston's header off Christian Techera's corner, giving the Whitecaps a lead they'd never relinquish. Techera would provide some measure of insurance with the game's defining moment in the 57th minute. After some pressure from the visitors early in the second half, Yordi Reyna won a free kick outside the box. The diminutive Uruguayan then unleashed a laser from 30 yards which curled into the net past San Jose keeper Andrew Tarbell. Earthquakes goalkeeper Andrew Tarbell dives but fails to stop a shot from Christian Techera. Daryl Dike. The Canadian Press Waston, who again enjoyed a monster game in the center of the Whitecaps defense, added a third goal 7 minutes later when he poked home a sitter off a mad scramble in front of Tarbell before Nicolas Mezquita added the 4th goal and 5th goals for the home team, completing the rout and sending the near-sellout crowd of 21,083 home and happy. I said I don't want to live at 10 at halftime, said Robinson, we need the second goal. That was drummed into them. Then it was like waiting for a bus. You're waiting for ages, then 2, 3, 4 come along. Christian Techera, front left, and Nicolas Mezquita celebrate Techera's goal. Daryl Dike. The Canadian Press as lopsided as the final score read, the Whitecaps weren't always in control of this affair. Marinovic, who's wrestled the net away from David Ousted, contributed a standout save off an Aníbal Godoy strike in the game's opening moments and made another key stop off Chris Wondolowski early in the second half when the game was in the balance. Still, as Robinson said before the match, the Whitecaps would go as far as their best players would take them and the team's Imperial Guard stepped up on this night. Montero's goal set the tone for the game. Techera's supplied the critical marker. Waston's goal punctuated a dominating performance. Marinovic turned in a clean sheet. Christian Bolaños played with common poise in the midfield. There were a number of top-class performances today, said Robinson. The thing that pleased me most was, every player performed to their levels. But the heart and the determination and desire to want to win the game was there. It was maybe a statement when tonight, Whitecaps supporters marched to BC Place Stadium for the team's MLS playoff soccer game against the San Jose Earthquakes. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. Vancouver Whitecaps supporters marched to BC Place Stadium for the team's MLS playoff soccer game against the San Jose Earthquakes in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. Vancouver Whitecaps supporters marched to BC Place Stadium for the team's MLS playoff soccer game against the San Jose Earthquakes in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. Vancouver Whitecaps supporters marched to BC Place Stadium for the team's MLS playoff soccer game against the San Jose Earthquakes in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. San Jose Earthquakes Victor Bernardez, front, reacts as he falls to the ground after Vancouver Whitecaps Ali Ghazal, back, took the ball away from him during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. San Jose Earthquakes Anibal Godoy, top, and Vancouver Whitecaps Ali Ghazal vie for the ball during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. San Jose Earthquakes Mako Kazashvili, front, and Vancouver Whitecaps Tony Tchani vie for the ball during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. Vancouver Whitecaps Freddie Montero celebrates his goal against the San Jose Earthquakes during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. Vancouver Whitecaps Freddie Montero, right, uses his head to score a goal against San Jose Earthquakes goalkeeper Andrew Tarbell, third right, during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. Vancouver Whitecaps Freddie Montero, right, uses his head to score a goal against San Jose Earthquakes goalkeeper Andrew Tarbell, 28, during the first half of an MLS playoff soccer game in Vancouver, BC, on Wednesday, October 25, 2017. Daryl Dyckkthe Canadian Press. In their 7-year MLS history, the Whitecaps had stood at a similar moment a couple of times and failed to seize the moment with a single-minded determination. In 2012 and 2014 they were one and done. In 2015, they grabbed the second seed in the West but were ousted by Portland, failing to score a goal in the two-game series. That wasn't exactly a problem on Wednesday night. Where they go from here is the next question, but it's safe to say the Whitecaps have a little momentum and a little confidence working their way. After 7 years, you might say it's about time. You just wonder if it's history in the making. Wills at postmedia.com, twitter.com. Wills on Sports. Next game Sunday, Seattle Sounders at Vancouver Whitecaps 5:30 p.m. BC Place Stadium, TSN 10:40 a.m. Click here to report a typo. Is there more to this story? We'd like to hear from you about this or any other stories you think we should know about. Email vantips@postmedia.com.